Today we're talking about who really owns America's real estate. Spoiler alert, it's not the millennials or the Gen Zs. It's the boomers, and by a wide margin. Welcome to Dre's Take. According to new data from the Federal Reserve, the boomer generation owns about 41% of the real estate in America. The crazy part? They make up less than 20% of the population, yet they control about half of the nation's total wealth. I'm not even gonna go into the numbers on Gen Z because number one, they're just getting started, but number two, it's kind of rough. Imagine coming into a game of Monopoly and all the land's bought up and there's hotels on every corner. No wonder they're so frustrated and want to revolt and overturn the whole system as we know it. You probably would too if that were the case. So why such a big gap to begin with? Well, that comes down to timing. Boomers bought when prices were affordable and interest rates were reasonable, allowing them to get started much earlier in life. Couple that with decades of price appreciation, that amounts to huge amounts of equity and therefore a ton of wealth. Meanwhile, younger buyers are facing the highest home prices in history, stagnant wages, limited inventory, and stubbornly high interest rates. It's more and more difficult for them to even get in the game. So here's my take. It isn't just about who owns the most real estate. It's about how decades of price growth and limited access have completely reshaped how we think of wealth in America. If you're a younger buyer trying to get in, don't get discouraged. Although it can be more difficult, there are some opportunities out there if you come in with the right strategy and you play the long-term game. Case in point right now would be new construction. That's where all the inventory is, that's where the best incentives are, and that's where you're going to be able to lock in an interest rate that will serve you to start building that wealth and control costs. I've got great relationships with all the major builders and know what questions to ask to make sure you're getting the most out of your visit, the most perks, the most incentives. And I also have great relationships with the lenders in the area that know how to work the down payment assistance programs, the bonds, the county funds, whatever's available to you in your situation to once again make sure that you can get your hands on the capital you need to get in the game. Another important thing to note is that this can't last forever. Eventually, boomers who have decided to age in place will, pass along. And when that happens, that inventory will start coming back to the market. That's going to put some pressure on price appreciation and open up options for would-be buyers, younger Gen Zs in particular. We're on the brink of one of the greatest wealth transfers in human history. And if you're positioned to take advantage of it, you could be the beneficiary of a huge windfall. If you want to pick up the phone and have a conversation about that strategy, what to do to get yourself prepared and ready, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And until next week, that's Dre's Take. All right, y'all. Take care.